Hey there, and happy Monday. It's a beautiful looking day. It's cold. I'm glad to be back in my house. So sorry for the delay in getting started here. Just had a couple interruptions as far as a phone call, and somebody popped in, and it was all good, but just got me a later start than what I wanted to. So thanks for hanging in there if you were looking at when I was going to go live and then I wasn't on time. I try to be on time. Hi there, Diane. Good to see you. So happy Monday, and I'm coming to you with card number 9, and it is a love theme card, pulling out something from Celebration. So anytime you spend $50 or even $100, then you can get something for free. So I'm going to be sharing the Daffodil Afternoon paper with you guys. And before I do that, I'm going to show you the card here. I have it laying on my table. So here is the card, kind of a floral looking card. Hi there, Pam. Hi, Deb. Good to have you guys on here. So I'm just gonna see if I can put down my iPad here, and I can, and then I can start in with my video and move my camera so that you can see what I'm up to today. Already card number 9 out of 10. So like I said, I'm continuing with my love themed cards here. And so today I'm pulling in some of that Daffodil Delight paper too. Oh, I love that, Pam, that you copied. See, that's what I love about doing the videos is my hope always is that I will inspire you to copy it and share it with others. So that makes my day that you were able to copy the card and that other people enjoyed it too. Wonderful. Right, so I'll set this aside so I can show you where this is coming from. Oh, and I opened it right to there. So from the Celebration brochure on page 4, if you spend $50, then you can get this 12 by 12 pack of paper for free. So today's card is featuring this pattern here that I'm going to use for the card today. And it has some nice crushed curry pattern for the background there. And then other patterns, because I think this is just really different, is this. It almost reminds me of like the 70s floral things. Like I feel like dresses were made out of this in the 70s. And then just kind of following through with some of those pinks and yellows for the background, which is usually like, I feel like Stampin' Up! Does a lot with getting like a design here and then putting a pattern on the background. Now this, I'll probably like cut into sections here and try and make like 3 or 4 cards out of each side for you guys. And then just some more of that pattern and color. And this could be kind of fun for a jungle theme. I don't think of jungles and daffodils together, but that's what comes to mind when I see that side. I do like this. So this, if you look close, are little green hearts. So I might actually have an idea already for that side of it. So we'll see. And then more daffodils, which is good because the paper is called Daffodil Delight. And then just like a soft calypso coral maybe pattern there with little white random polka dots, and just a nice daffodil background there, and then some, I was going to say black and white, but it's actually vanilla, and I'll talk more about that in a little bit. So black and vanilla with like little crosses or check marks on there. So that is what the daffodil paper looks like when you get it for free. So let me get started. Today I'm not using my cut and emboss machine. Today I'm going to use my punches. So that's kind of fun to just sometimes just step back and create a little bit more simple and with things that you can just kind of just grab and create with. And it looks like, oh, let's see. Sometimes my iPad, there we go. Hi there, Joan. Hi, Lois. I knew more people had jumped in. I wanted to catch you. So this is the stamp set that I'm working with too, and this is Create with Friends, and it's from the annual catalog. And a lot of you had said, oh, I like it when you use that Biggest Wishes stamp set and has a like the big hello and the happy and birthday and such. And then this is similar, just a different font style, different greetings, which I think that's what makes people go, oh, do I want both of them? And some people have gotten both. So today I'm using this, and So the front's going to have the love, and then I'm going to already tell you what's going to be in the inside. I'm not going to wait to show you because I like how this came together, because there are so many of these sized words that could be for the inside, and having it best together forever ever is just so fun. And so I thought, well, that's kind of fun to have that be for the inside. And I just spaced that all out and put it on a block. So I'll show you that later. But that all comes from the Create with Friends from the annual catalog. I'll set that aside. And what I'm going to do is do my stamping of the love first, I think. So I just kind of have a strip of very vanilla cardstock here, like a 1-inch strip. And I'm going to open up my crushed curry, because that is what the back side of the packaging says fits well with that color combination. Hi there, Lois. And let me ink the word love up with that. And Pam, I love that your friend loves yellow like that. So with the love theme, like I said, my whole goal has been to have different love themed cards that look different, and not have them all look like traditional Valentines. Some have, and we need that. And yet to have some be purple and then some be love themed that are blue and everything. It's just kind of been fun to feel like I'm challenging myself and stepping out of the box. And so this one's going to have more of a yellow. And so if you have, say, summer weddings, I wonder if that's going to be crooked because I didn't hang on to it. If you have summer weddings, this would be great for that, or even for like anniversary cards. So isn't that love just pretty? I love the font, really like loose cursive, but yet very easy to read that. So that's going to get set aside. It's going to be what I'm going to put on the card kind of later. And I'm going to pop that up a notch by putting it underneath a black piece of the everyday label punch here. So I'm just going to punch this out, and you're like, Belle never punches like right from the middle of a piece of cardstock, but I am today because this is going to be put underneath here. And so, oh, wait a minute. I think this is cut the wrong. Yep, it's cut wrong. That's why it's like, okay, I'm so used to my normal measurements are 4 by 5 1/4 when I do like a layering, and this one needs to be 3.75 by 5 because this one is the 4 by 5 and 5 1/4. There we go. I was like, why is that matching up like to be the same width? Okay, so that's how that goes. Because the black's going to be behind there, nobody's going to see that that's punched out, because then this is next going to go on the card base of the crushed curry too. So a little bit of a paper saving technique there. And I try and put the punch in the middle, so that when I put adhesive around the edges, as close to the edge, to stick well, then you're not going to have adhesive here that's going to stick to your work area or somewhere that you don't want it. How many have ever like stuck, put your glue on and did something like that and stick it down or lay it down and then go to the next thing to grab and assemble to start working on it, and then it's stuck and in a place or in an area you don't want it to be. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on, and I want to make sure that my daffodils are facing the right way and not upside down for when I put my ribbon on. Next, I'm going to put the ribbon on this layered, these 2 layers before I put it on the card today. That's just what I'm choosing to do. This is the Bumblebee. I get the light on it right, Bumblebee, and it is gingham ribbon, and this is also from the annual catalog. So even though I'm using crushed curry, I did pull out some Bumblebee cardstock just to see if that would be, you know, a good look to maybe match the ribbon instead of the paper, even though the packaging of the paper said that crushed curry would be the best bet. I have found when I use this Bumblebee gingham ribbon, it really coordinates well with a lot of the yellows. So instead of switching out the cardstock to match the ribbon, I just said, let's just use this ribbon anyway, stick with crushed curry, and I feel like it coordinates super well. So I like to let you guys know that too. I love how Stampin' Up! Products coordinate, but I also love how they can also coordinate without being exact too. This one just needs a little bit more trimming. Okay. All right, so we've got that on there, and that alone I think is just so pretty. Like, you wouldn't have had to add much more to it to make the card just fun, and there's not going to be a lot more that I'm going to have to add either. But let me just get this taped down to the card base. Hi there, Joyce. Thanks for joining in. Right, so I've got that, and now I'm going to go with the love, and I'm going to pop this up on here. So I'm going to put a couple dimensionals on the back side of my love, like this. And before I put that on, I was going to show you, like, the black, just kind of with that busy background, the black just kind of helps set the love sentiment aside from the busy background. I did think about this. I'm just pulling in a scrap. Obviously, you can tell it's been like punched out from something else earlier, but sometimes I'll just kind of like pull in, like, what would this look like, you know, on there? And I think that would be kind of pretty too. And some of you might go, oh, you know, that is kind of nice. So maybe I might say to you guys, do you like the crushed curry underneath the love more, or do you like it more with the black? Because it's not too late for me to change that out too. And I'm actually going to punch out some daisies, so you'll have time if you want to type in and go, crushed curry or black. So I'll wait to hear from you guys. And in the meantime, I'm going to pull out the daisy punches. The daisy punches come in 2 sizes, so I brought them both out knowing I'm just going to use the smaller one, but that way you can see in comparison if you don't have your catalog next to you to know, like, which one is she using. So it's definitely the smaller one. And I'm just going to punch out 2 of those out of some very vanilla paper. And before I was getting my card completely done, I kept struggling because I had bigger daisies and I had smaller daisies, and I just could not figure out, like, why I wasn't really happy with this. This one seemed too big, so I'm like, okay, let's go with the smaller one and put on, you know, like a pink center, and this just wasn't happening either. And then what I noticed is this daisy was way too white compared to that. And then when I looked and turned over the packaging of the designer series Daffodil paper, I realized this is very vanilla. So it was totally clashing. So Rosina likes crushed curry. And oh, Deb said I would stamp the love in black and use a crushed curry cardstock. Well, maybe I should just quick do that here. I can just kind of see what that looks like and really change it up. I'll leave this here in case people say no. But hey, let's do that. This is a quick and easy card. If it was one that drug out forever, I'd be like, no, let's not take everybody's time to do that. But I still have this strip of my 1-inch paper here, and I can just ink up the word love here. I always have my black ink pad on my desk, so that was just easy to grab and do that. Oops, let me wash it off. It just doesn't look like a crisp black image. Okay, so I'll do it again. We love spending time with you. Thanks, Pam. Yeah. I often wonder, like, if somebody ever would do a live, like, if they didn't know what they were doing ahead of time, how much time it would take them. Because, boy, if you guys could see sometimes some of my disasters and how long it takes me, even when I think I know what I'm doing, how long it can take because I switch things up and such too. But thanks, Pam. Okay. Now this one looks a little bit more solid and crisp. This one just kind of had little, I don't know, it's a little bit grainy looking. Let me put this now in my trimmer here. So now we kind of have different color combinations. Whoops, that's the wrong side. Here we go. This is the right one. I love how Deb's like, hey, let's change things up. And I also know Deb well enough where if I would say, no, this is what we're doing this or that. But she brought in the third element. She knows if I'd say no to that, she'd be fine with that. So I don't think I'd do black on black. Not that that's the worst. And that's not what she's asking, but that's kind of fun. I do like that black. Boy, Deb, I like that. And then if I did this, actually I should just go ahead and punch this out right away instead of just having a scrap. Look at you guys. You guys are kind of making me like finally coming out of my shell or out of my box after how long has the pandemic been going and I've been doing live videos. Okay, so that's what Deb thinks would be fun is to put, I'm just going to make sure, I would stamp the love in black and use the crushed curry cardstock. Okay, so that's what that would look like on there, like so. That's Deb's choice. This is once again the sample, so just kind of reversing those. And then let's see, what else do I have? I have this as an option, which is if I did crushed curry and crushed curry, that combination. And then this would be, let's see, nope, that is my original. And then this is the black in black. So, but I'm going to give you guys a few more minutes just to chime in if you like, you know, the black ink, the black cardstock, or the crushed curry cardstock compared to that or whatever. I'm going to assemble the cute little daisy. So the small daisy, I punched 2 of those out, and then I'm just going to connect them with a glue dot. So I'm just going to take and press the center of that daisy in a glue dot. And then going to press these 2 together like so. And I also, this is something that has retired, is this tiny little circle punch. And I didn't feel bad using it because a lot of the dies that we carry have tiny little circles in them too. So I thought, well, somebody's got that somewhere, but that looked way too big and kind of took over the card when the love is kind of soft and kind of, you know, florally looking with all that. So what I did is went for an embellishment, and these are those new adhesive back hexagons from the mini catalog. And so I thought these were fun colors, and they actually have black centers if you wanted to make like black-eyed Susans. And Joyce, thanks for tuning in. Joyce says crushed curry with black love. Okay, that's what Deb said too. So we're gonna make that be the second card, which, I mean, the first one's just the sample. So the second card's not like I'm making 2 cards, but it's going to be my second one that you're going to see today. So I'm going to set that aside for later. And then let me take my bone folder. Here it is. It's like looking for that. And so what I'm going to do with my bone folder, I'm going to like just flip these edges kind of down. And that's going to allow for just the flower to look like it's a little bit fuller. If I do that, and that's going to allow for me to put a dimensional and pop that up without it, or just to kind of give it a little like nest or basket. And there you can see how that is flipped up. And doing that versus flipping it the other way, I feel like it's gonna, with dimensionals underneath there, it's gonna stay like that even after you mail it. Okay, so I'll do that, and then let me grab from here one of those hexagon shapes and put that in the center right away so that you can see that. Taking the largest one, and like I said, I love how it's just a fun center. It makes it look really nice and soft there. And now for my love here, I'm going to flip that over like I did before. I have to make sure I have the right one. Yep, this one's better. So I'm going to flip it over and put a couple dimensionals on there. And then that's going to be ready to go on crushed curry. Thanks, Deb, for letting me step out of my comfort zone, or making me, or however you want to put it. And then on this, I'm going to kind of do a double pop-up. So the love is popped up, and then I'm also going to pop up the crushed curry layer too. So we've got this popped up, and then this will be popped up. Hey there, Dawn. I was just thinking about you today. Like, I hope that I get to see her pop on in one of my videos soon. Okay. Got that on there like so. And then the daisy is just going to be kind of a little bit of an embellishment. And like I said, what a difference that makes. It just blends so much better, and it's so much softer with this being the vanilla and very vanilla versus, you know, like I said, the white was just too much and the center just looked way too gaudy. So it's like, do away with gaudy and let's go with some soft. Hi there, Pam. Thank you. So I'm just going to put not just one dimensional. I'm going to double pop my dimensionals here, and I'll tell you why there's two. Because this is going to go up and over the corner of my love, and since the crushed curries popped up and the vanillas popped up, I needed two of these dimensionals on here to get to be that correct size so that it's that same level. Otherwise, it's kind of looking like a spider trying to climb up, and it's not quite making it. I don't like spiders. I don't know why I said spider. I think it was just these little petals that look like they were crawling up there. So that is the outside of the card so far. And then for the inside, like I said, I was excited about building together these words. So for those of you just joining in, from the stamp set Create with Friends, that's where the love comes from. And so then I took all of these words and went, what can I make with that that's going to go with the love theme that could possibly be for like wedding or anniversary or something like that. And that's when I put together, or, you know, pulled out from that stamp set the word best, and then together forever and ever. So hopefully if you're married, you feel like this has been your best together forever ever. And I like how that came together. So just putting that together, but I like also just spacing it so it doesn't look like it's hard to read by best together forever ever. I think if it was all put together close, it'd be harder to read. But I think putting like the best and then the together forever together and then the ever a little bit separate, then that makes it a little bit easier to read too. So that I'm going to put down for the inside of the card. And I feel like a sentiment like that, you could add happy anniversary if you wanted underneath there, or you could have happy wedding day, something like that. Maybe even a shower card if you wanted to do something like that. Or sometimes you just need a really good card like this for your spouse and remind them that they are your best together forever, ever. And that's kind of good too. So that is today's card number 9. So you can see the love on the outside. And for those just joining in, we changed up the card for my sample a little bit so you can see this one versus that one. So there's kind of a little bit of this and that going on, and totally unplanned, but really fun. I love how that just kind of came about today. And then here's the inside. So that is card number 9 out of 10. And it is getting towards the end of the month, so it's probably good that I'm getting closer to card number 10 because there's not so many days left in January to keep going. So tomorrow afternoon I will be with you for card number 10, and then that will wrap up my set of 10 cards. And then hopefully Wednesday I'll get a lot of these card packets out in the mail to you guys for those that have been ordering. And how you can get your set of 10 cards is that you can order using the host code, and then that host code connects me to let you know that you're wanting the set of 10 cards for free with a minimum $75 order. And if you just want the set of 10 cards, you can just say, hey, I want the set of 10 cards for $25. And like, I just got the cutest note in the mail, like, I want your cards, and there was a check. And so it's like, yep, you're getting the cards. So that works out too. So very pretty. Thank you so much for sharing. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Francis. And so sometimes it's just having the pretty paper like that. And what's more fun than pretty paper is free pretty paper. So that was kind of fun to be able to use this for the first time for you guys, even though celebration has been going for a while too. And then that's something that I wanted to bring up too. So celebration goes through the end of February. And so even though we've only had 1 month, you guys still have a whole nother month. So if you went, okay, I've already got the otters, I've already got like that really popular marvelous paper, then you're like, okay, well, maybe I do have another month to look and see what I need in my craft supplies, and maybe you'll get some of this daffodil paper before it's gone. And so for February, I'll do another set of 10 cards that you can get in on for both the videos. And if you want the cards, they're not going to be Valentine's cards, because by the time I get them out to you, Valentine's will be over, and it'll just be using new things from the mini catalog, and also using more things from Celebration too, some things that I haven't even touched on. And so far, this is also heads up, the only February hostess I have is Dawn Earlbeck. So if that is something that you're interested in being a part of, and if you go, you know what, I would like to be a virtual party, or have a virtual party, or be a virtual hostess, please let me know, because then I like to advertise it here. I like to put it on my website, on my Facebook page, and also in my monthly email newsletter that I send out on February 1st. And so knowing ahead of time will give your party more success. It'll allow me to advertise that ahead of time to get it to be the best virtual party that we can. So keep that in the back of your mind too, if that's something that you want to do, and let me know before February 1st, before I get my newsletter out. But otherwise, that is the plan for February going forward. And otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon with the last demonstration of the month. So see you guys then. Bye-bye.